want to take pictures.
Recording.
We're recording.
Okay, so we have these laptops, and there are many problems that are happening with these laptops. We have software issues, Wi-Fi issues, glitches, overheating, etc. And so we were wondering what you thought about like the 7th graders getting better laptops and the 6th graders starting off with these good hand-me-downs kind of.
I got you. So I think you guys have been doing some tremendous stuff with this year. And I expect as new students, you guys are looking to do even better things next year. And I think, one of the things that you're going to need in order to do some of those better things is, maybe a computer that has a little bit more memory in it, maybe a computer that runs a little bit faster. If you're doing a lot of video, you might want to have something with a little bit better camera. These are good starter laptops, and I think, like I said, I think you guys have done some great things with it, but as you guys progress in your projects that you're doing, a new type of laptop might be beneficial for you.
So with the software, like it running out of space, do you think it has to do with the videos that we're taking, or just the amount of memory that it has?
I think it has a little bit to do with both. So these are very limited in memory. You guys have Microsoft that OneDrive, so you should be saving everything up there. That's really unlimited space. Another thing you could do on these laptops is there's a little space here on the side, and you can put a memory card in there, and that would give you a little bit more memory depending on how big of a card you buy.
Lily, do you have anything to add?
I think that pretty much about it.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Oh, here's another problem with our computer. They're always automatically restarting and glitching. We use these laptops every day, and every day we have the same problems.
Something we liked about New Tech
was that we got to do a lot of project-based learning.
and we got to work in groups.
My favorite part of the New Tech was the project that I liked was the building a roller coaster project. That was really fun.
My favorite project was also making the first video here at New Tech, not knowing how to edit or make a film.
Yeah, here's it. That one was the first video that we ever made was also my favorite one because we got to tell the teachers how New Tech worked, even though they already knew, because they wanted to test our skills, how much we already knew New Tech. Okay, what was it? The advice for you guys next year for New Tech is try new things, and if it doesn't work, at least you tried. At least you tried. At least you tried. But yeah, just try new things and just figure it out. There you go. not my best advice, but.
Okay. If there's one thing I should tell you to do, don't dive in Mr. Blue's class.
What happens?
Yeah.
Oh, it happens. Okay, my advice to all of you 6th graders is to test your skills on what you can do in every single project, and I want you guys to go farther and see what you guys can do with all the projects that you're gonna do in 6th grade.
My favorite project that we did here in New Tech was the artifact project. I liked doing the model and it was really fun.
My favorite project was the first video because I got to make a lot of new friends, and yeah. My favorite project was the Holocaust project, which is sad, but I got to learn both sides, the Nazi side and the Jewish people side of the project.
So my advice for the upcoming 6th graders is step out of your comfort zone. Do something that you've never done before and have fun with it.
My advice for the upcoming 6th graders is to have fun because it goes by fast, and yeah. My advice for you guys is that my advice my advice is for on a project if you
We do it. So my favorite project here at fun to learn a lot of things from it.
My favorite project from this year was the first video that we've ever done because we didn't have any experience and I got to meet a lot of new friends. Okay, my favorite project was the Holocaust project. So I got to learn both sides of the project. And that was the Nazis and the Jewish people side.
My advice for the upcoming 6th graders is step out of your comfort zone and enjoy everything that you do.
Just have fun and work hard because it'll go by really fast. My advice for you guys is to, when you film a project, don't worry about it too much because all you have to do is excel in the next project.
My favorite moment this year was when I met my best friend Ariana, because we weren't friends in the beginning of the year, but we grew closer and closer, and now we're best friends, and she's the best friend I could ever ask for because she's supportive and funny and awesome.
My favorite moment also has to be when I met Maddie because I never thought I'd have friends. I'm a potato, but she's awesome and I love her.
I heart you.
I heard you too. Our advice to the incoming 6th graders are just be yourself. It's gonna be nerve-wracking and you're gonna be shy at first, but don't worry.
My advice is to the new coming 6th graders is to just, like she said, be yourself and also push yourself to do things that you didn't think you could do before.
I think my favorite moment,
Advice would be to always be open-minded and consider other people giving you advice, helping you.
My favorite part of New Tech was the Proxima B project where we had to come up with our own planet and how their culture and how their environment is. And my piece of advice would be to help everyone. Don't close yourself in a little box. Challenge your comfort zone and do whatever you need to do.
My favorite memory of New Tech was being put in my first group because it was very interesting to be put with people who I didn't know and get to learn about other people. My favorite project in New Tech was the Artifact project because we got to learn all about about South America. That's the continent our group got, and we got to make a map. And then some advice that I would give the future 6th grade New Tech students is to trust your group and listen to their ideas because maybe somebody has a better idea than you.
My favorite project was the roller coaster project because we got to create our own roller coaster and be creative about it. My favorite memory was creating a video that would help New Tech get better computers. My advice to the incoming 6th grade New Tech is to be yourself and be creative because New Tech is all about being creative and working with others.
My favorite project this year was when all the groups had to create a storyboard and my group was chosen to make a video about New Tech. My favorite memory this year was when we had our Christmas social right after our recipe project that we did in math, and everybody got to taste everybody's food. My advice to any incoming 6th graders is to do your best on the projects and just be yourself.
My best advice for next 6th graders is, well, when I first came here, I was really scared because, you know, I thought it was going to be really hard. But it really wasn't. Just be confident and know that you're going to do a great job on your project, and you might even do better than what you expected.
My best advice to give to the coming New Tech student is to make sure that you're doing everything right and to always try to be the best that you can be, and don't be proud of your work.
My best advice to the coming year would to be, whenever you have a group, don't be scared to show who you really are. If you love to sing, if you love to dance, show who you are, because you won't have a good relationship or a good project find out because you're not showing who you really are.
My advice is to follow school norms.
My best memory is when when we were doing our roller coaster project, which is also my favorite project, but when I was standing here and we were finishing it, and you're talking about how I can never
writing all this stuff, and somehow I ended up standing on the table, making an announcement to the whole class, and that's my favorite memory.
My favorite memory is probably when I figured out that even though I might not be good at something, I can still like it, and I think it just changed me, and that's what I really liked, and that's what I really love to remember.
My memory or project is that is when we made the element card, because I love learning about elements. That's what I found in this year, and I also liked drawing the elements, and I think that's one of my favorite projects / memory, because I found out that I really like learning about elements.
My favorite memory is when we were learning how to draw with watercolors.
I just remember something. Okay, my favorite, my actually favorite project was the where you draw with oil pastels. Our project that we just did, where we had to choose people, and I really like that project because I feel like our group actually connected in that project, and we actually did it good together.
My favorite project was probably the project that we did where we got to design cars in the Art of Science classroom. We got to design and build with art, and it was just so fun, and that's probably my favorite project.
My favorite memory from being in New Tech in 6th grade was when we were in social studies class, and me, Katie, and Hazel would just sing and rap to the most weirdest songs we could find, and Miss Valdez would come over and she would say, "There are people complaining about you guys being so loud." Which wasn't true. There was no complaining. She just doesn't like when we sing. My favorite project that we did this year was, I guess, the roller coaster, because that one used a lot of collaboration and it was really fun. And my advice for future 6th graders who are going to be New Tech is, don't be afraid to be yourself in front of others just because you don't know them. In the project, don't be afraid to share your own opinion if you think it's stupid or dumb or I don't know what you would call it. But share your opinion, because every opinion matters.
Okay. My favorite project from this year was like everyone else, it was the roller coaster project, because we got to build the roller coaster and we made a video of it. And I thought that it was really fun and creative to do, because like it's not normal that every single day you don't just go into a room and like build a roller coaster. And then my favorite memory was whenever we were doing the watercolor samples thing. That was a lot of fun because we got to learn all the different techniques and different things that you can do with it beside and make it look pretty. And then a word of advice from me, it would probably be in New Tech you can't be like that shy person. You have to be more like a person that like talks to people, because if you don't, then they aren't gonna get your idea, and it's not gonna work out, and you won't get a good collaboration grade.
To me, my favorite project from this one was the same as Jasmine, which was the roller coaster project, because I mean, like, it was very cool. You learned about a bunch of energies, and it was just a really good experience. And my favorite memory was whenever it was Natalie, me, and Hazel and Maddie, we were all in a group, and like we would always fight to get the better seat. And it was very fun, and like the teacher would always get mad at us for like saying, for like fighting just because of a stupid seat, but to us it was very important. So like, yeah. And a word of advice for me is don't be shy. It's just like express yourself. You don't want to be like that shy little kid over there in the corner, that creepy, really creepy corner. That eats crayons. Yeah, that eats crayons and glue. And picks their nose. And they're not gonna get to do. Okay. Yeah, too much. Okay. But you get the point. Basically, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if someone's gonna say that's stupid, that's doesn't make sense. You say your opinion, you speak out, and you share the air.
Thank you.
Bye.
What is your favorite project from this past year? Doesn't matter what class it is.
My favorite project would be I guess the roller coaster project.
And why?
Because roller coaster project, we got to build a roller coaster and we got to see how it worked, and we had more opportunities like to turn it into Six Flags.
Okay. What is your favorite memory from this past year?
My favorite memory is like how we get to meet all these new people and the teachers.
Okay. And what is one piece of advice you would give to incoming sixth graders?
One piece of advice I would give you is to work hard, be respectful and responsible, and learn how to trust one another and collaborate.
Okay.
My favorite project in UTEC was probably the roller coaster project where we got to build our own roller coaster. What I like about UTEC is the fact that everyone's in groups and we all get to have fun and learn together with each other.